It feels like I'm the last person on earth to use my silver bottle cap, but yesterday, after being reminded by the app for the 47th time that it was going to expire, I decided to finally use it. I've been saving it to do on my channel, at least that's the excuse I'm using, and not because I couldn't decide between the 18 Pokemon that I have tagged for it. So before I show you guys what I bottle capped, let me share some of my options. Maybe it will help some of you still try to make a decision, as if I'm not the last person to make this decision. All right, so here's my condensed list of Pokemon for the silver cap, if you can even call this condensed. I just realized that if I want to cap all of these, it's probably going to take me 18 years if we get one per year. So here's hoping that we get more. And when it comes to the silver cap, shinies have become a secondary priority to me. I would prefer to use this item on a Pokemon that is no longer obtainable, so to me that's anything with an event background. The event backgrounds are not coming back, which is why to me, those are more worth it. And if it has an event background and it's shiny, well then that's great, but I don't have that kind of luck, so we're just gonna have to settle for non-shinies with backgrounds. And no, I don't have any Pokemon with location cards. I have never attended any in-person events hosted by Niantic. Now, before learning exactly how the silver bottle cap worked, my number one contender for it was this lucky shiny Landorus with 14 attack. And believe me, if this item ever becomes more commonly available, then this Pokemon will be getting a cap. I need it to have 15 attack. I have no idea why I maxed out a Landorus with 14 attack. I always lose the Landorus mirror match. And the 14 attack has cost me a lot of Master League wins. But it did get me to Legend that one season, so I kind of regret it, but I kind of don't. Either way, because Lando has kind of dropped out of the Master League meta, I've decided to hold off on it for now. Now, I do have a few other shinies on this list, like Munchlax, Tapu Bulu, Palkia, Necrozma, and Kyogre, but all of these I can lucky trade for at any time. I would rather use my bottle cap on something that is difficult to obtain in a trade. The shiny Origin Palkia doesn't even have its special move, and neither does this Dialga, which could have been so cool with the background, not shiny, but still cool. However, there are two pretty unique shinies on here, one being this costume Sableye that has not come back since 2020. But I do worry that if I bottle cap it, it would go over Great League CP, and I do like having this available for Great League. Just as a flex, not because it's good or anything. I have a stupid amount of Pokemon that I would bottle cap just to flex. So maybe it's better that these items are not that commonly available. And then there's this Zacian, which a lot of you are gonna say I am crazy for not choosing immediately for the cap. I know for a lot of people this would have been just a no-brainer, but for me, I have two Hundo Zacians. And one is already fully maxed as the crown form, so I don't urgently need it. Also, this is a 98 with 15 attacks, so I feel like it's already good enough as it is, and it would be kind of a waste to use the silver cap on it. I am slowly working on maxing this one either way for max battles and just to have in my collection. Again, maybe in the future, if silver caps become more commonly available, I will use it on this Pokemon, but not right now. Now, Mythicals are another really nice contender for the silver cap because they are some of those Pokemon that you can only get one or two of. I have this Marshadow that can be silver capped to a hundo, but it just doesn't excite me. And also, I really like this Kartana with the wormhole background. I've always wanted a hundo Kartana, but I'm just gonna hold on to it for later because there are some Pokemon on here that I just want more. I think the Marshadow would have been a quick yes for a lot of people as well, but for me, like I said, it's not that exciting. I don't know how much use I will get out of it in Master League. I'm also waiting to see if when they release the shiny, If I get a good shiny, then maybe I will max that for Master League instead. Alright, so I narrowed down my silver cap options to how urgently I need the Pokemon and how unique or rare / difficult they are to obtain. You might notice I have 3 Necrozmas on this list. There's a shiny Necrozma on here, there's a Necrozma with the Ultra Wormhole background, and a Necrozma with the recent Go Wild event background. You would think that with my experience with Necrozma, that one of these would definitely get the bottle cap, because I am about 300 encounters in for Necrozma and I still don't have a hundo. This is one that I absolutely desperately want, but the only thing that held me back is that my friends have all of these and I know that I can continue trading for them. So as tempting as they are, I will have to pass because there are 2 other Pokemon on this list that I just want more and that I know will be a lot more difficult for me to get. Now, are you guys ready to hear what my top 2 contenders for this silver bottle cap were? Some of you are going to be disappointed, I'll be honest. But the 2 Pokemon on this list that I spent hours on last night trying to pick between are this Dynamax XXL Latios with the purple cloudy background from the Max Finale event, and this Kyurem with the white Unova Tour background. I wanted both of these equally, and I need both. For Latios, not only can I use it in Dynamax battles and Master League, but I can also Mega Evolve it to use it in Mega Master League, which is in rotation right now in GBL. I am watching a lot of people using their Mega Latioses, and I just want to try it out myself. Also, the background makes it pretty unique. It was available for such a limited time, and most of my friends don't have any to trade me, so this would be one of the harder Pokemon for me to get. I may never get a chance at trading one of these. I really wanted this one, guys. Yesterday, I almost used it on Latios. But the only thing that held me back is that it is currently in Shadow Raids. And I could get a hundo purifiable Latios from Shadow Raids. I already have one, actually, that is purifiable. Unfortunately, it's not going to have the background, and it is not gonna Dynamax. So, we didn't go with it. Do I have regrets? A little bit? I'm just hoping that I could get another silver cap for this Latios. I would much rather have this Latios than any of the purifiable hundos, just because it has that really cool background that I know I'm probably not going to be able to get anymore. And now that I've said all that, I'm kind of regretting my decision because the Pokemon I chose for my silver bottle cap is the Kyurem with the white background. After deliberating for hours and comparing each of these on PvPoke, I've landed on this because I have not fused a white Kyurem yet, and not only do I need one for Master League, but I also need one for the Iceburn Adventure Effect. I was playing Sableye Spotlight Hour the other day, and really wish I had it. The low catch rates were getting super annoying. And also, I have the Reshiram with the opposite background to fuse with it, and I have always wanted the fused background. So the only thing making me regret this decision slightly is that more of my friends have this Pokemon to trade than the Latios. But believe me, I will be holding on to that Latios for a future silver cap. Unless I get something else I want more. But yeah, that is what we used our silver bottle cap on. It's going to be nice also finally having the white Kyurem to go with my black Kyurem. I do have a Shundo black Kyurem, which is why I also wasn't too concerned with having a shiny of the white Kyurem. But it is going to be really nice to finally have that fused background just for the collection. Alright, let's take a look at some of the tasks I'm going to have to do to get this to a hundo. Hopefully I could finish it in a few days. What do you mean there's a 15-day time lock?